Welcome. In front of me is a Nokia C21 Plus, and today I'll show you a couple of tweaks and the tricks you can do on this device. They will be fairly basic, so keep that in mind. But anyway, let's just get straight into it. So I'm gonna start off by opening up Settings and navigating to the Display section. In here you will find the first option, which is the dark theme. You can enable it to have it like permanently on, or you can enable it on a schedule right over here. So you can select it, and we have none, turn on at sunset, or not sunset, custom time, and turn on from sunset to sunrise. And you can check whichever one you want. The custom one will obviously allow you to select your own time. Though keep in mind, if you, for instance, selected something like, for instance, 4, and you wake up at 4 in the morning, you decide to click on the power button just to check what time it is, you will get flashbanged by your device because it's going to be at that point in a light mode. And in general, I would consider just the timed version or the sunrise to sunset to be a good alternative in general, just because it allows you to have dark mode, but when you need it. So during nighttime, I would consider that to be a nice, handy, needed kind of thing. And during the daytime, you might struggle to see your display in dark mode, especially if you go outside during like summer when it's super sunny. Then yeah, light mode obviously will be the only mode you can use, but and then during the nighttime you might want to change it, and this allows you to do that. Anyway, moving on to the next option, it's going to be the font size right here. This will be for more visually impaired people. It allows you to basically increase the text size, though it doesn't really increase it by much here. Still, any kind of increase, I guess, might be beneficial. See if there's anything other. We do also have this display size. This will additionally allow you to increase it even further. So I'm gonna max it out just so you can see. Now this, the display size, will also change things like icon size, so on your home screen, and in general, like everything, like buttons will be bigger. So yeah, so if I short or change it, as you can see, the buttons now became significantly smaller. But still a good option for people that might actually need it. Now moving on to the next option, or rest of them, they will all be located under the system section. So in here we have gestures, and here we have a bunch of things that I can go over. So we have swipe fingerprint for notification, which is turned off by default. I'm gonna turn that on. And what this will allow you to do is just swipe down on this little sensor right here. Come on, there we go, to get the notifications. Now when swiping on it, you see that I don't always kind of get it. You do want to basically cover the entire sensor. So the more you cover it, the better. But still, it doesn't always seem to work. So yeah, additionally, probably if your fingers are a little bit chunkier than mine, then this will work significantly better. But because I have the percent fat of a running athlete, then well, it's like bone basically scratching the sensor, so it does struggle a little bit with me. So maybe that's just me kind of problem here. But yeah, anyway, going back to the gestures right here, we also have things like jump to camera. We have some prevent ringing, system navigation, and we'll touch up on this a little bit more. A turn over to reject calls, and mute to pick up, and power menu. Now here we don't really have much options. Or at least I don't have anything to really show you, but what it does is basically when you have different things like cards and smart toggles, you can disable that if you don't want it, and this will then just keep the power buttons at the top and only that and nothing else. Obviously for people that use smart home appliances, you might want to probably keep that enabled to utilize them quickly by just holding the power button and selecting what you want to maybe turn on or stuff like that. Now going back here, like I said, I'm going to touch upon the system and navigation, and this here will allow you to enable gesture navigation, which I've been using for this entire video. And what gesture navigation is basically removes the 3-button navigation that you normally would have, as you can see this one, and substitutes it for a little bar right here, which you swipe up on to go home, swipe up to hold, or swipe up and hold to go to recent, and swipe from either side to go back. And as you can see, it works from both sides. So there we go. And with this being said, this would conclude the tweaks and tricks that I want to show you. Like I said, they are fairly simple, but if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.